I miss that Dr. Pepper 10. It was for men. My wife used to make me mad. I used to buy that shit all the time until she couldn't have it. And then she sent me a video one day when I went to work, and it was like a real slick video of her cracking a can open and pouring it in a fucking glass to make me mad. Pretty cute. Cute relationship moments.
You remember fucking Code Red? Fucking Mountain Dew Code Red?
Yeah.
That shit, bro.
Surge.
Ruined so many lives during like the gaming era. Like when we all had our fucking like big ass systems, and this would just play till like fucking 6 a.m. in the morning.
How did that become like the gamer's drink of choice?
G4. You remember that? It was a channel if you had cable. It was
I
called
got no clue on this.
It was a channel called like G4 or something like that.
Olivia Nunn or whatever.
Yeah, Olivia Nunn and the fucking dude that does all the Walking Dead shit now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think fucking like X Games and
I'm
like
completely lost.
X Games and like because
G4.
they were good, but yeah, it was a gaming channel.
It was a TV show or a TV channel, like a network, and they would talk about tech shit and gadgets and.
Oh, that must have been like post high school for me. There was like a good decade where I didn't have much access to a TV. I was pretty much.
It would have been like high school for me. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
It was like middle school, early high school for me.
It was past like Madden 98.
About at Madden 98.
That's what it was. Yeah, I barely missed it.
Yeah.
Damn. Who's this, Olivia?
Olivia Nunn.
You know her if you saw her.
Should we ask her to be on?
Yeah.
She's an actor now, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if she does.
She's been in
She's a model.
Quite a few flicks.
Her
Man,
work
the
is
middle
nice.
spot's weird. I'm turning my head a lot.
Gonna get that.
Oh yeah. Oh, because you're in the corner. I got you.
Yeah.
No one puts baby in a corner.
Yeah, dude.
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody. Play rotating chairs.
Nah, dude, it's diversity corner. So
Diversity corner?
Yeah,
oh,
bro,
I do have a
dude.
fucking serious question. Can a white guy get the N-word pass if they make an OnlyFans where they're jerking off watching two dudes bang each other? Like two black guys bang each other and they jerk off to completion. Would that possibly give them an N-word pass?
No, that's just no, that's just a weird. That's a weird like race play fetish.
No, you have to be honest. In that scenario,
It's
there are bigger issues.
No, it's like it's bigger
than-
issues than the N-word pass. It's like no, I mean, granted, I've watched like there's a lot of like race play porn out there to where like people like literally like get off of it and then it'll either be
You're gonna have to use more words, dude. Race play porn?
yeah, race. No, that's what it is. You never heard it? Like it's called.
No.
Race, it's like a category. Like a lot of like.
I know what I'm Googling later.
No, pretty much it would be like a white chick like fucking like a black dude, and then like the black dude would be like so like perfect. There's a one scene from this site called Dick Drainers. His work is great. If you ever get bored out there, just go on spankbang.com or sexy porn. So it's XY, it's SXYPRN, and it's like a database of porn.
Everybody has
You know what
turned.
this
Everybody
feels like
has
right now?
shut this one off already.
No, this feels like you remember junior high sex ed class where you gotta get with the coach and like they segregate the guys and the girls.
Oh yeah,
And you got to learn about a penis for the first time.
Yeah.
This is what this feels like, dude. What we're giggling, learning about right here, dude.
Yeah, well, look,
I feel like I'm 11 again. I'm
so
like, keep going.
there's a guy named like Dick Drainers, and
Wait, it's a guy named that?
well, his page is called Dick Drainers. I forget what his real name is. I used to follow him on Twitter.
Mr. Dick.
I forget, dude, but
Mr. Drain.
usually Mr. Drain, but literally it's this girls just giving him like hella like aggressive like blowjobs. But he has this one scene where it's like a girl in like a Confederate like flag shirt and like things like that. And like he's known for his scenes to be like super like crazy, like aggressive and things like that. Like that's you're in there just to watch that, you know, and then it's crazy because like race play gets super crazy and it's like cringy because it'd be like oh like you like this N-word dick, oh like oh you like that
What
and
the
then just, like the girl back would be like yeah and things like that, and it's just like
I'm just thinking about all the clips we can throw in Reddit.
that's why That's why it's wild. It's like wild to watch. And like, yeah, like I'll still like jack off to it because it's like for me, for me in my mind, it's like, yes, like I'm getting y'all back. But it's still like a very
Dude, I knew you were gonna be a good guest.
It's still
I
a
just
very
fucking knew it in my heart.
it's like a very weird thing. But yeah, I know a lot of like sex workers that like just won't do it. Like a lot of like the homegirls like I know in the industry, like they just won't, like they're not about it.
They won't do that. What's it called? Race play?
Yeah, like because like it'll be like customs.
I learned something today.
Yeah, but it's weird because it's usually like it's like not black dudes that like request it. It's like white dudes that like request it. They'll be like, hey, like can you find like a black model? Like can you like get like a black dildo and like say like racist things like while you're doing it, and it's like a super weird thing. And then like a lot of these models be like, no.
Also,
and,
isn't it like mostly just old white dudes
yeah,
behind every porn thing?
For the most part,
Right?
I mean,
I'm getting old and happen to be white.
yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be behind some of those sites after you Google it.
After a
I hope
while,
not.
I don't know. Like it's like incels and shit like that. Maybe you know what I mean.
There's some crazy fucking people out there though.
Yeah.
That are into some real
dude.
weird shit.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot of things out there. Like there's another dude I came across. So like everything's on Twitter. Like
This is
Twitter's
the best
like the
conversation.
I know, dude. Twitter's like the Wild West,
everything's
right?
on Twitter. Twitter's like the Wild West. You can find anything on Twitter. So
And
like,
I've never gotten into like Twitter stuff. Like I've gotten into the gram. I like that one a lot. It functions well for me. But yeah, I need to get into the Twitter. Right?
dude. It's
Can we even call it Twitter anymore?
people still call it's X, but people still call it Twitter. Like
Does
it's so weird that
call it X?
no,
'Cause,
everybody
like,
still
what are you
calls it
supposed
Twitter.
Oh, I X'd.
Yeah,
I X'd today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling it the Spot.
People just call it the spot everything.
X marks.
Because, like, do y'all remember, like, Twitter is like what? Do y'all remember, like, E-Bums rolled and, like, 4chan?
Yes.
And, like, Faces of Death and shit?
Yes.
So, like,
And there
all
was
that,
one called Style Project, STILE.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that one. I remember E-Bums
All these are
and, like,
just
4chan.
porn sites now, but they used to have like
and Pain
bullshit
Olympics.
everywhere.
I remember Pain
What?
Olympics. You remember Goatsy?
No.
You don't remember Goatsy? Don't Google it now, but Goatsy was like a...
Spell it.
Goatee is just like if you type in like I don't even know if you can even find like a server of him. You might just find the memes. You might not find like the original picture of him. He was a dude that would like crush shit with like his ass. And like his most famous one was like he put
The
like
jar.
a big
Okay, I see.
What?
Dude,
What?
a mason jar, dude.
and
He
crushed it
squats on a mason jar,
and like crushes it.
crushes it with his beehole, and then picks all the pieces out.
Yeah. Like
Highly
early
unrecommendable.
internet. That was like Mr. Hands. Remember like Mr. Hands?
The horse guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was like a true story. It was just
What?
crazy. Like he didn't die. He didn't die in the stable. Like he died.
That's the dude
at
they dropped
hospital.
off at the hospital
Yeah.
and drove away, right? They kicked his ass out of the car on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
and drove away.
Oh,
That was crazy.
you don't know what we're talking about?
You don't know Mr. Hands? He would.
He got sodomized by a horse.
Yeah.
And he got
And he
deep
recorded
plunged,
it, yeah.
and it killed him.
Eh, Have you ever seen a horse's unit?
Does anybody know why they called him Mr. Hands?
No, I feel like it's like Mr. Hans, but we're just Americans and we just say Hands.
For some reason, that makes so much sense.
makes a
I feel like because he's like from Europe, so it's like Mr. Hans, and then he's like, oh, Hands.
It makes it
Yeah,
easier to
Americans.
swallow,
He
too.
had to have been from Europe. An American wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Dude, I don't
I'm pretty
know,
sure they got
dude.
laws against it here, and there's a reason they made those laws.
Yeah.
All because of Hans.
Yeah, they saw a video.
No, dude, but yeah. So like that's what Twitter is now. It's just everything that used to be when we were like in like high school and middle school. It's just all on Twitter now.
The internet.
You're on the
was-
Twitter?
Yeah, I just recently got back on.
Yeah.
After Elon took over, and dude,
It's wild.
It's
I'm seeing is like
Didn't he just reinstate the Trump man?
no, he reinstated
Or Jones, yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like
tight.
Wild Wild West. It's like the last thing where you can just post anything. Like,
getting gunned down, just plant this straight up.
No
bro, I
shit.
saw this crazy. Yeah, you can wake up in the morning. Like Twitter's like the one thing for me. It's like you wake up in the morning, you'll see a dude like getting his head cut off by a machete. you'll see like porn, and then you'll see like legit like news, like all in like
Legit
1
news on top
hour,
of that.
like legit news stories. That's like, oh, like this is going on in the world, and then you scroll back up, and it's like, oh, like this chick is getting
So-
like DP'd. Oh, like this dude just got his head cut off.
So Twitter now, or X, is literally like that Chappelle skit when he's like, if the internet was a real place.
He accomplished
Yeah.
it, dude. He's bringing the world together.
Pretty much. Like depending how you do it, it's like it's weird because like none of my friends are really like that active on it. Like we were like back in like early like mid like 2015 like 2016 like we were really active on it. It's like now it's just like if you tweet and like you're not don't have a following, you're just tweeting to like your 6 followers.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And hoping to get a like. So
And I'm the geezer in it too, so I'll
Yeah.
just turn it on and my tweet will be like, "Is this thing on?"
Yeah.
And then nobody replies.
But
so
see-
I'm thinking it's still off.
Nah.
I
so you
had
don't
the
use it for
tweeter
that,
for a little
yeah.
bit, and I could never figure out really
What to follow?
how to use it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it
I
was
think he's gonna
super
tell us.
confusing for me.
Yeah, how do we use Twitter?
This depending on like what you're into. So like if you're
I'm not looking up Mr. Hands.
so like
Nope.
if you're like into like a news channel, like whatever, like the first thing you follow would be like Fox or like CNN, and then like it's gonna suggest more things to follow, and it's gonna suggest more things to follow, and you just keep following pages, and then eventually that's how your algorithm works. And then there's a for you page, like a for you page, and like the for you page is what like the algorithm thinks you like. So it's gonna be things that you don't follow at all, but it bases those things off that you follow. But it's crazy because like I don't follow like people like dying and shit, but I'll go over to like my for you page and it's like I'll see
Nothing
like a
but that.
random. Oh yeah, it's like
That's
crazy.
wild.
It'll be nothing but like cartel shit or like nature is metal type of shit.
Man, so all I heard was I get on Twitter and then I look up Tucker and I follow him.
Yeah,
And Alex Jones.
and follow him.
Follow
Who
him.
else is wild as fuck?
That's just it. That's all you need.
Those two?
that's it. But then once
all
you
you
That's it?
yeah, and then once you get more like suggesting, like more like suggest pages, then this is like you just follow those pages and follow those pages.
And then
because
before
you're not
you know
even
it, you're radicalized.
yeah, dude.
And you're storming the Capitol.
Like you don't even
All
need
right.
it. Yeah,
All right, all right.
You're in
So I
like a
gotta get a
fucking.
fanny pack.
You're in a fucking
Definitely.
QAnon group chat, you know what I mean? And then that's when it starts, you know?
I'm not opposed to joining a QAnon group chat. Just because that entertainment on that for me would be fucking
Dude, you would
mind-blowing.
get full on sucked in and brainwashed.
You
so
think?
fast.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yes, you'd be like, dude, these guys are making a lot of sense right now.
I do that. I do that a lot. Okay, maybe I won't join the QAnon group chats.
But then one week he's watching Han's video.
oh, yeah.
Hey, but I didn't go start getting butt fucked by horses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are limits in my life.
Yet.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised, dude.
Never say
You're
never.
gonna get fucking desensitized, and then you're gonna start
Oh,
watching.
yeah, for
you're gonna start
sure.
watching
Oh,
like the shit that like I watch.
Oh,
and
Rogan
shit,
just
so.
was I was listening to Rogan and Gillis today. And he
I was trying to think of another analogy for
he was
slow
like,
Rogan.
He was like, how far away from like
Sword
full on
fights.
sword fights
Yeah.
are we like on TV?
I mean, it would be,
legit
right?
gladiator
I'd
stuff.
watch.
And I don't think it's very far because I think that's why all that like full on murder is
people are
allowed
watching it.
is allowed on the gram and X and all
People
that
are-
stuff.
People are
Like
fucking watching it.
I feel like they're kind of trying to desensitize us to it a little bit. Like
The Squid Game on Netflix, I think, is trying to get people there.
I still ain't watched it.
you keep talking about the Squid Games.
The new reality one.
There's like the reality one. I have only watched like the first like 2 episodes.
Are they really dying?
Because I don't have somebody. I
Is
don't
it
have
good or
Netflix.
what?
They don't. They act like they're dying. So like you have to like whenever you get killed, you have like a little like paint bomb in your shirt. It goes off, and then if you really want to fucking like just play the role, so some of the contestants there, they'll just be like, oh, and then like they drop over. I only watched.
They're just like, I'm gonna make this super
Yeah,
realistic.
and then they just drop
Oh.
over. Pretty much. That's
I
all
don't
they
want to be
do.
on season 2.
It's crazy though. The person. So I didn't finish the season, but apparently like the person that won hasn't even got her money yet. She's supposed to get like $4 million or something like that.
Holy shit.
And like it's done. It's been done
Netflix
recording.
put the show out?
Yeah, it's a Netflix one. It's not the
Everybody else
Japanese
is
one.
like, I guess getting paintballed wasn't so
Yeah.
bad.
You got to read your contract better. The game's still not over is what's going on. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And it's been like 2 years. Either like it's almost been like 2 years since
Holy
it's done
shit.
fucking competing, and she still hasn't
be
got her
mad as
money.
hell.
Like people are like doing like lawsuits and shit now because like they're like
It's like the Fire Fest of
Yeah.
like game shows.
People doing all. There was one thing that I read to where like, because you all have to stay in like these dorms, and like there's one thing that I read that like production like didn't want to give them like chapstick and things. They wanted to make it like really like, oh, like you're struggling. So like, but like they give you condoms because like they're gonna assume that you're gonna have sex with these like random strangers because you're just stuck in this room forever. So like people were like using like the condom lube for like chapstick and shit. Like that's how bad it got in
Weird.
there.
What?
Yeah, what kind of show they should?
What
I
a
mean, but they
fucking
should have watched the TV show,
what an
right? Because
excuse.
it's supposed to be.
What an excuse though to just be a shitbag.
But
like, hey,
here's where I'm confused, though.
we're hungry over here. Can we get some food? No, man. We want it to seem as realistic as possible.
Yeah, that's literally like that's how they do it. Like,
I'm confused on how this one gets lawsuits though, because they have other shows like Naked and Afraid, where they're like stuck out with venomous shit, just getting ate up by mosquitoes for days on end, and there's no
True.
lawsuit.
Yeah, but
these people are suing over chapstick.
But they know they're gonna be naked and afraid.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be like Squid Games, right? Wasn't that shit like a brutal?
but I don't think they thought that it was gonna be like they wanted to make it the most. You know, you're not gonna. So they know you're not gonna die, right? But then it's also like, oh, like
They did.
this is like a legit game show trying to make it for real,
Yeah.
for real. So like we're literally staying in the dorms. We're literally like doing chores.
They didn't know that they were going to be in prison while filming this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the TV show.
I thought that's what
originally-
being on TV was.
The TV show originally, like these are all like prisoners and well, kind of. They were in debt and
yeah, death and shit,
all
yeah.
kinds of shit. And so like this was their only option, right? Either this or they're gonna go to the forest and.
So on the
and-
reality show one, did they really take people that are like in debt?
Probably. If
I
you,
mean,
That'd make
why
that show
else are
even
you on a
worse. Why else
reality
is
show?
on
I think you'd be surprised,
bro, I watched
what
this.
people would do on camera.
Nah, dude, I watched this so-called fucking lottery dream home, and like every time I fucking watch that shit, I'm trying to buy a fucking lottery ticket to be like, it sucks you fucking in, dude, because you hear these fucking stories, and it's like, oh, like how did you win the lottery? And it's like, yeah, I just randomly went to the fucking store, I scratched it off the whim, and like now I'm a millionaire, and then I'm like, fuck. And then after I watched that show, like for the longest, I remember like, dude, for like 3 weeks straight, it was a Dallas Cowboys one. It was like the ticket was like number 7. So I'll always go to the store, like by my house, got the number 7. Every time I had $5 on me, scratch it, fuck. Go to the like next week. Every time I got tip money, it was like on a Saturday. I need that number 7. I was so bummed when they took the number 7 off. Granted, I've never won shit, but I feel like if I just would have stuck with that Dallas Cowboys number 7 fucking ticket, like I was gonna hit.
I'm
All
confused
because
about
of
the
that
lottery
fucking show.
because the lottery's been going on for a long time, right?
Yeah.
It's made a bunch of millionaires, right? Do y'all know any of them?
I know people that won the lottery. But
I know that scenario as well,
Yeah.
but how come we don't know anyone that's won the lottery yet?
I mean, I know people that have won, but not like large amounts, but not crazy.
I know people that won like
Like-
500.
Like
That's
I,
the
I,
most
I know
yeah.
I know people that have won like 25 grand.
We need to find somebody,
Not
maybe the
millions.
internet can help us out. Maybe you're one of those lottery winners.
Yeah, they don't want to be found. It's like now you can do a mask. Now you can wear a mask when you do it now.
Any
Yeah, but
mask?
it seems like you would
Can
know
you-
one, right?
Any
Like,
mask? Can you wear the Scream mask while you're accepting your check?
Bro, like there's a lady that won and she wore like an emoji mask, like a smiley face emoji mask when she accepted her check.
Just the poop emoji.
Yeah,
I got all this money, but my life's about to be shit.
which
Yeah,
is also
like, isn't there like a curse? Like lottery
Yeah.
winners, like most
hear
of them
rumors.
are broke within like 3 years. Like
Yeah.
like bad broke. Or is that just Powerball?
it's like the people that win like the
dude.
million, the
Like the
Powerballs
Mega
and like the
Millions
Mega
and all
Millions
that
and
That'd
shit.
be
shit.
me
like
for
that.
sure. I'm wasting all that money on dumb shit.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't know how to handle it.
You'd be,
I wouldn't.
dude. You'd
No,
be
dude.
donating to so many OnlyFans pages.
I don't even know if I'd use it on that. I'd just use it on dumb shit.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Like just snacks, dude. Snacks would be out of control. You know what I mean?
You're just
Like anything you've ever thought of that you wanted to like eat.
you're like
that's
making
happening.
you're like making grilled cheeses out of like $25,000 a slice cheese.
That's what I'm talking about.
This-
Waylon's walking around with snacks all the time. We know he wants to
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
If
I'm
I
not
got
going to
real
tell
nice
anybody.
snacks-
I'm not going to tell anybody, but there will be signs.
Yeah.
Like,
I think about that shit all the time too. I'm just like, what the fuck would I do? I was like, and this is like super superficial and like corny. I was like, I'll just be completely tattooed. But I would do like what everybody else is doing. Like you know how like all the athletes now they're like
Just
going
put
under.
yourself out. Yeah.
Just put myself under and I just like wake up and be like, all right, I did that.
but
And
for
then
you,
after that-
you'd have to go under for like
Not long.
4 hours.
Yeah, it's not much.
Fine with me.
Like,
Yeah,
And
not
then
much
after
room
that,
left.
I would just buy a house, like big land, like one of these fucking Friendswood houses over here. Just piss off all the white people.
Yeah, but then
Make
you would
all my
have to
family
like
live.
put something fun on the land, like a tank with ammo, and just shoot things.
Dude, I'm simple. Like I'm, like regardless how I look, like I just want land. Maybe like a donkey to pet or like a fucking alpaca.
a donkey to pet.
Yeah, named Hans. A fucking alpacas. Because you know fucking alpacas, you gotta buy them in pairs. Like if you buy one
I did
alpaca, you
not
gotta buy
know that.
two. Because they fucking like they're social animals.
How
Like,
did
they
you
get
know
the
that?
shit.
they get all depressed.
Yeah.
And they'll
What?
full on get diseased and die on
Yeah.
you.
What?
Yeah, and then you just wasted all this money on
On
it.
a fucking
On alpacas.
Alpaca.
Yeah. But I don't know. I would go crazy.
There's a ranch over by Austin.
Yeah, I would
you can
go
get
nuts.
zebras and shit.
Really.
Zebras and tatonkas.
For like
Like
your
you
own
can buy
keeping?
them? Like you can get them
I think
for
so.
purchase?
I mean, I don't know why else a ranch would have zebras and tatonkas.
I thought it was just for like for petting. Yeah.
No, there's like hundreds of them. Like
Oh.
like
Hundreds of
like-
millions.
Like it's a big ass ranch, and there's hundreds of them.
You just go pick it out like a puppy mill.
I don't know, maybe.
Take it home.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't have the space.
Dog, there was
for
a-
zebra.
So you know fucking this is gonna sound so fucking crazy. I used to when I was living in like
This is what's gonna sound crazy.
no, because I couldn't believe my own fucking eyes. There's you know like you ever see like back in the day like on like random TV there'd be like ostrich racing.
Yeah.
I saw that in like real life driving through like Nevada, like going into like SoCal and shit, like legit like ostrich racing, which
Like
is
on
like
the
crazy.
side of the road or what?
Side of the road, like side of the road. And I wanted to do it so bad, but like I had to get to like I was driving from Texas to Cali to get back to base, and like I'm driving like in Nowheresville, fucking Nevada, and then I'm like I see ostriches and it's like ostrich racing, and I'm like holy fuck, like people still do this, and like. I want to, but I'm broke and I
How
don't
big
want
were
to
you
pull
at the
up.
time?
Like 170, like 180.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that should be on the mission list now.
Go and find
Ostrich racing, dude.
I mean,
Jackass did it before. I think it's still. I remember a Jackass episode where they did it.
yeah, I would probably be crippled for fucking life.
Yeah.
And like that'd be a fucking sad way. Like I'm just.
It'd be worth it,
Next
dude.
time we're on the pod, I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Like what
worth it,
happened,
dude.
Ostrich, ostrich
You
racing,
gotta fuck
man.
on an ostrich and it's random. It's crazy road tide shit.
Dude, how depressing would that be? You just get absolutely fucked up by an ostrich.
But it would be fun. It would be fun because you did it. It's like those random. You never want.
I feel like that'd be immediate regret, though. You're a paraplegic now
True, but you still
because
did
you
it.
decided to hop on a fucking ostrich.
Like
Yeah.
y'all never like got curious about like when you're doing the road trips and it's like world's biggest fucking muffin or like world's whatever, you know what I mean? And then you think about it, I'm like, fuck, like I'm on a mission, like I have to get here by this time, but I really want to fucking see this muffin. And see like
That's
what's
also
all
the one.
about.
It's like that's when it's nice to have a girl in the car, because if the woman brain is in the car, you're stopping at every fucking one of those things.
I don't think yeah, all the road
They're
trips
gonna
I've done
make
with the homies, so like I've never done like a long road trip with like a girl, so
Yeah,
Like-
you're getting out. You're getting
like-
out a lot to
'Cause I
live.
feel like the
road,
home-
road
what?
trips are sick
Yeah.
if you don't have like a schedule to meet.
yeah.
If you don't have a schedule to meet, like if you don't,
But that's what I'm
have to
saying.
Be someplace at a certain.
If you get the
time,
female
like,
counterpart, they fuck up the schedule. You're not going to be on schedule. If you're just a dude, there's a schedule, even if it doesn't exist.
No, the problem with like, I feel like this is my problem, anyways. Personally, as soon as I punch in my destination in the GPS and it gives me a time that I'm
You're on
gonna
a mission.
arrive, that's my time to beat.
Yeah.
like I'm gonna fuck that time up.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to punch in the GPS and then turn it off,
yeah,
and then wing it.
yeah. Because otherwise, like if I stop for gas, like I'm like fuck, straight
Yeah, you
stressing.
never get in a Tesla.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna put a kink in that gas.
I mean, the most you can do with a Tesla is like, what, just here in Austin and back, like was like 300 miles almost before you have to charge again.
And that's probably for like the first 6 months. After that, you're probably gonna have to stop in between once that
I have
battery.
no idea,
degrades.
dude. I keep reaching out to Elon to try to set a date for this thing so he can tell us about this shit, but I haven't heard
I mean,
anything
SpaceX
back.
Did he,
is like
did he tell you to go fuck yourself?
It's moved. It's not there anymore.
SpaceX isn't in Clear Lake no
Yeah,
more?
the sign and everything's gone.
Oh shit!
There's nobody parked in
Yeah,
front of where
from
they
right
used to
over
park.
here.
It used to be right here,
Yeah, right.
right on the other
Or
side of the
whatever.
gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
on
thought
the back side of the.
Yeah, that way. Forgot where I was for a second.
Fuck, I forgot what the building is on the other side. It's like where they help people in rehab and shit get back on their feet.
occupational therapy,
No, like
halfway house.
Yeah, but like a
Kinda.
bigger one, just like daytime. People aren't
Like an
sleeping at night.
Outpatient.
Yeah, like an outpatient halfway house.
Like an
Yeah.
outpatient treatment center.
I just always thought it was funny because on the front side of the building it's that, and on the back side it's SpaceX.
But we still got that big ass fucking airfield, like not Ellington, but like the
Oh yeah, spaceport.
yeah, the spaceport. Yeah, that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
next to like where the old fucking Perry's used to be.
Yeah, we
and
got
shit
a
like
theory
that.
that property values are gonna fucking skyrocket over here once they put a hotel next to that bitch and start launching people regularly.
Well, shit, dude, we were supposed to get fucking shit's gonna go up even more because we just got all the new bars that are popping up. Like fucking Little Woodrow's just popped up. The fucking
And that place is not fucking little.
yeah, it's huge. We got the biggest one.
Motherfucker is gigantic.
We got the biggest one. Like I don't even like. I've only been to Little Woodrow's like once, and it's
And-
literally because like it was back in the day where like I just got the Navy.
Where's it at? Where did they put it?
Dude, it's the most dangerous fucking location ever because it's right next to urban air. So now you can go to Little Woodrow's,
Right there off of 45?
get absolutely fucking demolished, and then go jump on trampolines
Dude.
and fucking die.
And it's right next to fucking was it like Casa Ole or whatever. So if you want a good margarita, you know
Yeah.
over there.
Dang.
But
Did you send me that trampoline thing today?
Yeah,
We'll talk about that in a
Trampoline
minute.
park.
then we're fucking getting like what, like a Wolf Lodge Inn?
Yeah,
over
that
Yeah,
big old
that's over
tourist
there by
trap
Topgolf.
right there.
Yeah, so we're about to get that, which is like, I don't get the idea of fucking like inside water parks in Texas at least. Like, why do the fuck do we need one?
So like,
I think that's going to
start-
attract a lot of locals, dude.
it started kind of. I think it kind of started like up north.
Oh, okay.
And like
That
it makes a lot of
sense.
sense there because fucking over half the year it's useless outside. So like there's like by the
Dude,
Mall
it's
of
like that
America,
here, too, though.
Like by the Mall of America in Minneapolis, they have a Great Wolf Lodge and like
Oh, really?
big water park, wave pool, all this shit. I've never been there, but it's like my niece and nephew have been there. They liked it, but
Dude, I think they're going to take a lot of regular tourists here and locals. Because the summer's here, it's hot as fuck, man. So it's
Yeah,
like
I mean-
somebody that's come in to go to Galveston before.
I mean, my thing is, I wouldn't hate hanging out in an indoor water park because, like, you're at a water park, but you're not getting sunburned.
yeah.
True.
Like, I'm not getting fucked.
They're
up
serving
by the
drinks.
not
You don't have to
fucking-
walk
yeah,
across
you're
the fucking
right.
Seawall
Yeah, like, I
Boulevard
get
and
it.
shit.
I'm not fucking sweaty. I'm not humid as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling.
My bed's right here. It's a little mini vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, little
I think it's gonna
staycation
be a
thing.
hit.
Never mind, he sold me.
I think it's going to be a hit, dude.
I
know a lot of.
I hear they
sold
open in
me.
November. Make your reservations now.
I think it's going to be a hit.
Bro, I was against it for a minute, but you sold.
It's going to be good.
I was hella
It
against
didn't
it,
take
bro.
long to
Did it
sway
take-
you. Yeah. You're like, what? Wait.
I'm also, dude, don't join the QAnon
Did
group
you-
chats.
Wait. Did you say drinks and not sunburn? Fuck, I'm in.
Because I hate being hot, so I'm just like,
I was about to be like, wait, why are you worried about sunburn?
yeah, I don't know. No, dude, I'll get sunburned,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Like, I still get burnt on my face and shit, but I'm like, I hate being hot. I hate being fucking humid, so I'm just like, oh, like, fuck, now I'm in this inside water park.
Yeah, definitely don't.
I think it's gonna be a
Don't
hit.
Join one of them groups.
I hear a lot of people around here complaining. They think that the traffic's going to be bad when they open that shit. And I'm all, traffic's already bad, but also
bro.
this is like a vacation spot. Like a motherfucker's
Yeah.
pulling up. They're not leaving for 4 days.
when
Dude.
they
They're not
open
driving
what,
around
the
here.
Great Wolf, that's their like traffic is their concern.
Yeah, they think it's going to like, I'm like, dude, there's a new apartment complex going in every other day. Like, what are you
I
talking
think
about?
they have like 500 rooms or something. Like you think 500 people? You won't
It's
even
not gonna-
notice 500
No,
fucking cars. On
Not
the
at
road.
all, dude. Not at all. But yeah, that's a concern I hear from people in the area. They're worried that it's going to mess up traffic. And I'm all, fuck it.
What a dumbass concern.
Bro, I used
That's what I
to
think
What
too.
a stupid ass concern.
I used to live in like 29 Palms, California, and like they hated the fact that like we got a super Walmart. Like for the longest, we just had the regular Walmart, and then like they fought so hard for like a super Walmart not to be built because like it's gonna take all the jobs away from everybody else, and it's like a small desert town, and like the only jobs there is for military people. So we finally got the super Walmart, best thing ever that happened to that fucking place because we can just if we don't want to drive to fucking Palm Springs, we just at the Walmart got some honeys there. It is what it is, and then then they opened up the fucking casino. And but it's just one of those things where like the small.
This is the best one we've done.
No, dude,
This is-
I know. I was like waiting for him
Nah,
to come on this one,
dude.
dude. Yes.
Because it's like we
So
don't
good.
have. You gotta understand, like 29 Palms, California. Like if you're stationed there, it's literally like it's a big fucking Marine base, and it's like a training base at that. And then of course, like the Navy's there, so like we have like our little like section of like
What the
women.
fuck is the Navy doing in the desert?
We were corpsmen. We were medics. So like the Navy, the Marines don't have a they don't have a like a medic system. And it's like since the Marines are like a department of the Navy, like there has to be like a hospital on every Marine base.
The
And
Navy
it's
is
like
the
us.
most confusing branch of the military to me
Why?
because they have airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
They hang out with Marines all the time. Like
Only thing we don't
they're
have
a little
is-
bit of everything.
Only thing we don't have, we have airplanes, we have ships and shit. Only thing we don't have is like artillery and like tanks and shit.
And like Navy doesn't really have like riflemen.
No, they have
Yeah.
seamen.
Yeah, we don't have
Lots of it.
Lots of them.
Yeah, we don't. So closest thing to like the rifleman would be like what I was like a combat medic, but then it's only like we're only combat medics because like we're with the Marines and shit. And then if you want to get really crazy, then you can be like a recon, like combat medic. So you're just like a recon Marine. but
Because then you got like the SEALs and shit too, which
Got
is
the
part of the
SEALs.
Navy. Which
There's
is
not enough
weird.
jerking me around that would make me jump on that ship, dude. I'm out.
Well, I never set foot on a ship, so it's like I was
you're
just
good.
lucky. I was just in hospitals all the fucking time. That's where I
Recon
was.
medic. I'm just no.
I worked with a dude that was like in submarines for a while. You got to be a different kind of person to be on a submarine, and he was a different kind of person.
Dude, Chet was on a submarine.
A different kind of person.
That's what I'm saying.
Like different, like smart, or just
Like, just
It
different.
seems like
disassociated?
maybe they just spent a lot of time underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, just different.
Yeah,
like to go to like be like, oh look, there's the sun. Hey, this is the last time you're going to be above water for the
like
next
6 months.
month
Yeah, months.
Yeah.
or
dude.
more. Like we're not even going to come up. Like we're just going to be down here.
Why are we doing that? Well, mostly we just want to see what happens to you in the next 20 years.
Yeah. Why are we doing this? Because we fucking can. Oh, okay. I got you.
We
Would
have
y'all
budget
ever-
money we got to spend.
Do you follow this page on Instagram called Tales from the Grid Square? It's this dude that posts all these crazy stories from like people that were enlisted in the military. It can be like when they're like in combat, or it can be when they're at the bases and shit. And there's all these stories from 29 Palms about like crazy creatures and ghosts and shit.
Yeah, well, so it's the reason why that is because so Amboy is that long ass road. So it goes like you go up to 29 Palms and then you're on, I forget what the fucking road's called, and you keep driving and then there's Amboy, and like Amboy is like the shortcut that you can take to get to Vegas, and you cut everything. And I think that's where like a lot of like cults and shit would like congregate. And I think like someone like Dahmer would do some shit out there too. And then you have like the Amboy crater.
Oh, you said Colts.
Yeah.
I thought you said coats. I was like, what
Nah.
the fuck is coats?
Speech impediment,
Colts
big dog.
makes sense.
Colts, yeah. I was a speech from like, thanks for bringing that up, big dog. You know,
Yeah, no problem.
you know,
We like to get into
Some-
childhood
it's
trauma
all
on
right, big
occasions.
dog, you know what I mean? Sucked my thumb till I was like 13, so you know it's hard for me to it's hard for me to talk sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm still learning, you know. But
And luckily for you, I'm also hard of hearing.
it's all right,
so-
yeah, dude. I had to test out that bitch. In like 8th grade, I had to test out a speech, or I was gonna be in fucking like speech therapy from.
Oh,
like, ninth
goddamn.
grade to, yeah. I can't pronounce like T, like I can't say not like THs and like other shit. It's like something that I can't pronounce.
Like, thank you.
No, I can do it now. Like for the longest, I would be like thank you instead of like thank.
Oh, dude.
So like my
That's kind of cute, though.
Yeah.
It works good because you're so big. You know what I mean?
Kind of cute though.
nobody's gonna say shit to me.
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying. You're so fucking giant. Nobody's gonna say shit.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be like, I guess that's how we say
guess
it
that's
now.
all it says. This is what we
Exactly,
do.
dude. Exactly.
Oh shit!
But
I've been
no,
saying it
Everyone
wrong
around you would change
forever.
the way they talk to fit how you want them to talk, dude.
And, you know, I don't notice it, but it's like the Tyson effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking Amboy Road, like a lot of weird shit happens. And like Amboy Crater, like the rumor is, but like I just took geology, so I know craters is a fucking like asteroid or something that just fucking hit it, or like an old volcano. But like Amboy Crater is supposed to be where like Lucifer like fell down to earth and made that big crater, and like Joshua trees are supposed to be Joshua trees are like supposed to be like purgatory in a way. They're supposed to be like where like between like earth and hell or some shit like
There's
that.
a bunch of cult shit that goes on in Joshua Tree too.
Yeah, and a bunch of sex parties too. Like, but like
And they kind of go hand in hand sometimes. Like the cult shit.
because there's like
turns
a
into-
bunch of hippies out there.
Yeah.
When the Patreon numbers get up, we have to go do an episode there.
No, like,
right.
but the thing is like these like, I don't know what you want to call it.
We'll reach out.
gatherings,
Yeah, we'll
but
reach out. We'll find someone that's already there and have them on the show.
Like they're like
Right.
very spur. They're not like you're not gonna find a flyer for it.
Yeah. It's not gonna be like
dude,
like you and I.
No,
the only way
we just
we
learned
would-
how to use
the only
Twitter,
way we
dude. We'll
would-
find them.
No, you can find it probably.
The only way
Yeah,
we would end up
Reddit.
at one of those is if we were like one of the sacrifices. Like they'd be like, "Yeah, dude, come with us." Do I need what do I need to pack? Nothing. Just come.
We got you.
We
Got you.
we got everything. In fact, as soon as we get there, you're gonna be naked and strapped.
But also
to a
like
thing,
too,
so.
like when I was out there was a weird fucking like love triangle between like a Marine. Like a Marine was like sleeping with like a civilian, and one of the civilian like got jealous of like the actual like Marine's like wife or whatever, and it was like this big thing to where like they end up killing her. It was like the biggest thing on the news. Like they end up killing the girl that like the outsider that wasn't in like the trouble, and then I just remember like they like interviewed her and shit like that, and like the woman was like, "Oh, like y'all never gonna find this body. Like y'all would never find it because it's this desert
Because we
like
ate it.
man, like this desert." Yep. No. Well, they found it eventually. They found it like months later. They just threw it down a mine shaft. Like 6 months later. Like it's so much. It's just a fucking desert.
Yeah, it's
like,
just forever.
It's cool out there. Like I really loved living out there because like it's like the country but just sand. Like nobody fucks with you and shit. And
It's like the beach without the beach.
Pretty
Oh, I would
much.
hate it.
And then if you want to go down to Palm Springs, I mean, you can
would
still go down to
definitely
Palm
hate it.
Springs.
I thought you hated the sand.
It's cool,
I don't hate
dude.
the sand. I hate the salt water. I hate
Is
the
this
salt.
is this very also weird though? Because like it's also since it's like the desert, like if you want to do something bad to somebody out there, you can and probably like never get caught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
like
some first 48 shit again.
Yeah.
Like all you got to do is do it by yourself.
Well, I think Elon's working on that too, though, with all that Starlink shit. Pretty soon, like the entire globe's like
Well, all you got to
24/7
leave
video
your phone at home,
surveillance.
leave your Apple Watch at
yeah.
home. You're good.
I think
You
about this a
can't just
lot.
do that, though.
No, you can. I think
You have to. Well, you have to do it on a regular basis for a very long time.
I think you're thinking too far into
You
it.
think it's
No, I'm thinking I tattoo a homicide detective, and that's how they catch people.
That's how they catch suckers.
Kind of.
So-
if it's not a habit of yours to leave your phone around for 4 hours at your house while you're gone,
But if you're
and then
not
you
a-
just do it this one time that this person that like you're also caught up with happens to fucking get murdered, like you're prime suspect now. You never leave your phone ever. Your phone is always on you. Why is your phone just sitting at home?
But if you're not pinged and if you don't know that person, then how would they like make you the subject?
well, that would be different. Yeah, that would be different.
Because it's. I mean, I see what you're saying, but if it's like if my
No,
phone's
he's
here-
talking about committing random acts of violence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on page now. I'm on page now. Yeah.
No, this is not a lover's quarrel.
He's talking about things he thinks about a lot.
Well, no, I just like sometimes. No, I think about a lot. Like sometimes I put my. You don't ever like. Sometimes I like to think I'm like fucking. What's his name from like the Bourne Ultimatum or something like that.
I was just about to say Jason Bourne in my head. I was like, he's not going Jason Bourne.
Sometimes I think
Holy
like
shit.
Jason Bourne. Like, okay, what would he do? And I'm like, all right.
I think about
would
that
do
sometimes. I
Yeah.
thought about I was Jason Bourne the other day because I like stumbled a little bit, but I didn't fall down.
Yeah.
Fucking Jason Bourne, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Fucking Jason Bourne. Dude.
Oh,
I
It's
didn't
like
even
my
know.
shit. Like my
Shit
shit.
is
Like my
Jason
shit's clicking,
Bourne.
bro. Like my
There was
shit's coming in.
That kid from the zombie movie with Woody Harrelson, Zombieland.
Zombieland?
Yeah.
That kid. What's that kid's name?
yeah.
I don't know.
The kind of nerdy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, he
Can't
did
remember.
2 other movies that were fucking great, but one of them was like the Jason Bourne shit.
Oh, really?
Where like he was like a fucking trained
Sleeper.
like killer, but then he was like living a life in a grocery store, and like if I remember correctly, he didn't have a memory of that life.
No,
No.
that's different, dude. Say like
Yeah,
like,
look up the kid from Zombieland.
like the kid from Zombieland is kind of like the like Michael Cera, but like the sort of like the I wouldn't say
The kid from Zombieland is the same guy from the movies that did all the like the magic tricks, right?
Yes, yeah, that
Yeah.
dude.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what movies those are.
Oh, it's super
What
fucking
are
good
those
movies.
called? Now you, yes.
Eisenberg.
Now you
Yeah,
see me.
Now you see me.
But yeah, he did 2 other movies. What are the other 2 movies? One's like a grocery store he works at, where he's like a trained assassin guy, but like the store's getting robbed and like stuff starts coming back. Yeah, and he just starts fucking everybody. It's so good.
Oh, so he was MK Ultra too. Like, you
Yeah,
didn't remember.
and then there's another one he did that's super dark, where he like starts taking like karate classes, but then he finds out like the place he joined is real culty. But that one's like, oh, it's so dark, dude. It's brutal. It's a really good movie. I can't remember the name of either one of them, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. I guess
Oh, look it up. Oh, I
That was-
mean,
that
they
was
were, both of those movies are really
that was
good.
a super cool fucking story.
It was so. No, it's not
No.
30 minutes or less.
I don't know those. well, speaking of him, like is it like Now You See Me? Is that what his shit's called?
The Magic one.
The Magic ones are
With Woody
super
Harrelson
good.
and
Yeah,
shit?
it's like Ocean's 13, but with magic. So it's like a twist
I'm in,
after a
dude. I
twist
love
after a
magic shit.
twist after a twist.
Yeah,
I love magic stuff.
It's kind of like if you're dumb like me, which I know you are, it's kind of a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Like that Magic for People. American Ultra. Yeah, that's one that's so
I've
good.
never seen it.
And then
heard
the
of
other
it.
one's like the karate one. But it's not karate. It's just like a martial arts class. The Art of Self-Defense. That movie is so fucking good. And it's dark, dude. Like, after you watch it, like, you feel fucked up.
You know, I just watched that. It was really fucking good, and I watched the opening night. You're gonna make fun of me, but this shit,
What was it?
I didn't believe in it, but I saw all the fucking critics saying it's like the best movies out, and I fucking cried. Fucking the new Godzilla.
Dude, I keep hearing the same
Godzilla
thing.
-1.
I like all those Godzilla
When
flicks,
I
dude.
fucking tell you,
It's the shit.
that shit was like, all right. The only downside is like when Godzilla like gets on land, like his CGI is pretty good, but then like he's still like fucking like, like
Yeah.
not as he's not like our Godzilla. So you know how we remade like the American Godzilla, like the MonsterVerse, and he's more like fluid and shit. Like this Godzilla is still like tarred arm, you know what I mean, and like
Fat T-Rex.
yeah, fat T-Rex and that.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, dog, I don't. And it's in subtitles too, so you got to read it. So like you're focusing on
Oh,
it,
I'm fucked.
bro. Like
Makes you put your phone down, dude. I like them when they do that now because you
That
have to put your
fucking-
phone
I can't
down.
read.
well, just watch it. It's. I wasn't. I came in there. I came in there not expecting shit, and like I came out like fucking like crying and shit. I'm like, bro, this is fucking crazy. Like I'm crying over a fucking Godzilla movie, and it's so weird because like.
Did they bring Mr. Hands back to life?
Nah, dude. They brought that motherfucker. That motherfucker stepped on some people and ate some people. Like he wasn't like the nice Godzilla. This motherfucker is mad for no reason. He got on land. The first time he got on land, he wasn't even big Godzilla. He was just like a random dinosaur before he got connected with fucking like nuclear warfare and shit.
Oh, dude.
Start killing people for no fucking reason.
See?
And that's like the cool Godzilla because I don't believe like our Godzilla is like, oh, like he's here for protection and he's gonna fight with King Kong and shit. Japanese Godzilla is like, no, I'm mad for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I like that one.
He's like Honey Badger. Like Honey Badger
Dang, I
don't give
need
a
to
fuck.
watch it now.
You know what I
I
mean?
watch it real bad now.
Watch it, dude. -1, and it's like, it's super crazy because he had a budget of like less than like $15 million, and like now he's made over like I think like over $50 million. Like he's twice the budget,
No
and
shit.
like
That's tight.
it's super weird with foreign films. Like me and my homeboy was talking about this. Like Korean films, like Japanese films, like their CGI like might suck and like it might not be as good as our CGI. So sometimes
They
they're,
make
like,
movies better right
they make
now.
the movies are better. It's just like the CGI isn't that great.
Dude, you know why that is?
Why they make better movies or
It's because they have like a person or like a small group of people that are passionate about making the fucking thing.
Yeah,
Well, and they kind of have like the freedom to make what they want.
true.
Probably. Because like their budgets are smaller, so there's not as much risk.
Kind of, yeah,
Like,
because
they
everything
can-
here is so invested. They're just trying to make something they think people are going to buy.
People are,
and
it's,
it
that
fucking
it's,
sucks.
that it's like palatable
Yeah.
to like the masses, and then it just becomes generic and like
It sucks.
like
Every time it's just watered
like
down
horror
bullshit.
movies, like
All of our
To-
horror movies are just remakes of Japanese and Korean horror
yeah.
movies.
To me, horror movie would be the hardest thing to make because there's only so much creativity that you can do in a horror movie. Like that, like there's
Yeah, I know
nothing
nothing
really
about horror
original
flicks, dude.
in a horror movie. Like
I just know I don't watch them because I like
like
to sleep.
it's
yeah, me
either
too.
like
But I watch some hoes like this.
I don't get to watch them anymore either because my wife is.
I
Like,
watched
no.
a few. I have this one, like sex crimes detective dude I tattoo. Man, I really want to get him on here. He has wild fucking tales, but he's real into like brutal movies. So like, yeah, he recommended like that Train to Busan. That
Oh,
shit
Train
was
to Busan.
real
That's a
fucking
good
good.
one.
Dude, those old fucking
Used to
hostel
watch
movies. Those
the
movies,
Hostels?
Those movies fucked me
Oh
up.
no,
because it's like
Yeah,
the
I'm not
first time
watching
that really
shit.
had like gore and things. If you want a good like fucking like Old Boy, Old Boy is really good.
Yeah, that shit's so fucking good.
like
I'm kind of interested in watching that Bobby Lee one that's coming out.
what's the one with the Bobby Lee?
It's like some young kid director talked him into
really?
fucking doing a movie, but he plays like he's supposed to be playing a super serious role. Like it's
That'd be cool.
they're hyping it up. It's like it's gonna be really, really fucking good.
That's
But yeah,
like,
that dude can act his ass off.
Who,
'Cause he
Bobby?
He can just turn it on and off like in a
I never-
heartbeat.
I've only seen him on like Mad TV and shit. I haven't seen him like outside of like podcasting and Mad TV.
That's what I'm talking about on the podcast. How he'll make a guest feel uncomfortable in a certain way, but he's just fucking with him, and he'll turn it off. He's like, I'm just, and then turn it right back on.
It's really, really hard to tell. If he's fucking with people, or if he's like serious.
And it might be like some kind of mental illness shit where he's just for real sick in the head. He doesn't know how to control it.
Like like Theo Vaughn says, he's got the tism.
Yeah, dude.
Well, it's like that one bit that he did with like the fighter and the kid about how he was like bullied by like an autistic dude to like suck his dick or something, and then like they kept laughing. He was like, "No, I'm serious."
And then he kept repeating it, but adding something every time. Like,
you just don't know.
Yeah, you don't ever know if he's being serious or not. Yeah, he might have lost his mind at this point where he really doesn't know if he's ever being serious or not. He's played that character for so fucking long.
Yeah.
I think
he's the real Joker, dude.
Yeah, for real. I kind of like. Do you ever see Bobby Lee like on some and like you almost feel like bad for him in a way? Like you almost feel like he's almost being bullied into like
doing things that he
doing
I
goofy
think
shit
the
like
old
that.
bits.
Maybe.
I think his old bits before he started before he got with like Santino and stuff, because I know like he's sober now, and I think once he got with like Santino to like for him to like be that anchor, you know what I mean? And then probably like after like he broke up with like Kalila and like they're still like together like partner wise, you know. But I think before he got with people that really gave a fuck about him, then he was being bullied in this shit.
Yeah.
But recently I just seen a clip about him, and then he said that he lives his life in a sense where like he lives his life where like money doesn't matter now. Pretty much like he tells his accountant, like, don't show him anything. Like, don't show me like the bills. Like, don't show me nothing. Don't show me nothing. Just make everything.
Just rob me blind forever. I don't
pretty
care.
much. But he says he's fine with it. He's just like he's like saying like whatever I owe or whatever it is, just handle it. Like I don't want to know how much this just costs. I don't want to know. And he says like that made him more like at peace. Because he's like, I got the money already.
I mean that'll
like,
make him more at peace until he doesn't have any more money.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh. Well,
he has to trust somebody though. Like he has to, the accountant he has, like he has to really like trust unless he's fucked over. But I mean that's what lawsuits are for and shit. Like that's like the shit that like I can never like fathom.
Lawsuits are for.
You know, I think that's how it works, dude. I work fucking minimum wage. I'm still in school. Like I can't imagine that shit.
Y'all basically live the same exact life.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'm broke. He's not. But
but neither one of you are like walking around like you got a bunch of money.
True, because I don't. So that's true. But I'm not happy. I would like to have more.
I'm just looking from the outside in.
That's why
I don't know if I would say Bobby's a happy guy.
I don't think all of us are happy.
No.
I think he got happier when he got sober. You know what I mean?
In
like,
moments at best.
So I don't know that in like today's society, I don't know if anybody can truly be happy.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means anymore.
Because I don't think we're not programmed like genetically to do what we do. We need like struggle. Like real struggle to like
what do you mean? Like carrying around all this weight ain't enough?
No. Like we need to like we don't have to worry about like how we're gonna get food today. Like so we don't really have a true sense of like accomplishment anymore.
I think
it's changing, and then it's changing so fast. We're never going back on that. Not without like nuclear fucking holocaust to reset it.
True. I think you can be. I don't know. I think there's like true happiness is just like in the sense of like what you make it. Like we'd be fucking depressed and shit, and like like you guys have like kids and shit, whatever. Not like whatever like that. Just like being on. I think like imagine like the fucking Rock. Like he has to fucking work out 24/7 to keep him humble, or like he says like he refuses to like have a driver and shit. Like he still drives and shit and things like that. So like he's a fucking billionaire. But if you still keep like the things that like keep you centered, I think that's like the quote unquote happiness. Like.
Well, so I think like,
dude, wait. We were talking about The Rock earlier when he was getting tattooed. So yeah, imagine the scenario: The Rock does run for president, and he's running against Emperor Donnie, dude. And they have a debate, and then Donnie's like, "He's gay," and then The Rock just runs up and fucking smashes him, like for real.
Didn't
that's higher numbers in the Super Bowl, right?
Donnie already took a Stone Cold Stunner, didn't he?
No.
Didn't he get stunnered?
Oh, like
and like
back in his
like
prime.
Yeah.
Back when,
dude.
But we're talking about yoked up Rock, dude. Now.
Nah, Donnie takes the Rock.
You think? I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Vince McMahon's on everything. He got stunned 2 WrestleManias ago and like broke everything. Yeah. And then fucking Shane McMahon, when I'm such a wrestling fucking nerd. So like Shane McMahon, when they did WrestleMania in LA, that motherfucker blew his whole knee out doing a bit with Snoop Dogg. So like Donnie can't do it. I mean,
do you get like the wrestling pay-per-views and shit? Do you have parties? Can we come to your black wrestling party?
If I have my own apartment one day, yes, I'll invite y'all, dude. I am balls deep in it.
Yes.
That's another Twitter page I follow. I follow a lot of
Wrestling pages.
And it's so weird. Like I don't know what started, but around like 28, 29, I started getting back into SmackDown and Raw, and then I follow all these fucking pages. And like,
I just want to go to your house and watch you nerd out on it.
Oh, dude.
That's all I want.
And I know it's fake, but I'm just so excited.
Lie, I look at you, and I'm not like, yeah, that dude watches wrestling.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I don't even watch
fucking way.
I don't even watch real wrestling. I don't watch collegiate wrestling, which is weird because like I've realized that like if I have to coach something as a teacher, like don't know shit about. Like I watch football, but I'm not good at it. I'm not coordinated. I'm not coordinated to play basketball.
You're just like everybody hits somebody.
So I either have to be like a wrestling coach or like a powerlifting coach. But I don't watch enough like collegiate wrestling anymore. But god damn it, I watch me some fucking like,
you're
Raw
studied
and,
enough
like,
that you can get
SmackDown.
these young athletes in school
Yes.
to market themselves well on Instagram so they can get sponsor side deals.
Probably did.
Yeah, they
You
don't
as
have to win.
as like a high school wrestling coach would be so fucking funny. You're just out there DDT. DDT.
No, you get these motherfuckers. I don't even know if they do it anymore. You get these motherfuckers that just used to be like squeeze whenever you don't want them to fucking bridge, and then this is so fucking cringy. I don't know now. I don't know like the cool things in wrestling.
So,
and I think too, like
I never have.
I think the coaches are like too alpha, and like I still like paying my nose and shit, and then like they wouldn't know how to handle me. Cause like if I'm still
I
allowed,
don't know, man. It's a different age.
nah, some of these wrestling coaches are still super alpha, and then like if they still like let me like pay my nose like as a teacher and shit, and like they don't know how to take me because like I'm big, I'm black, I'm scary. They don't know if like I'm straight or gay, so like they
I
just,
think
like,
it's the
whatever.
same thing with like the speech thing, dude. Because
no,
of
they're
all
not
those
gonna say
reasons,
shit.
they're gonna fall in line, dude.
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
because of all those reasons, like the next time you have a wrestling meet with that team, coach is totally gonna paint his nails. 100%. He's like, fuck it, don't care.
Make it a
But
thing.
which is so weird though, because like wrestlers are like a super like niche like group. Because like back in my day, like whatever, dude. Like when I was like wrestling in high school, like people didn't give a fuck. Like the gayer you wore, like the cooler you are on a mat. So like you wanted to wear like a pink singlet, you wanted to wear like pink wrestling shoes, because like that was like a mind fuck. He was like, oh, I can't fuck with that guy because he's so like secure in himself because he dyed his hair like this. He dyed his hair.
So
and
the
he's gonna
dude that
fuck
like put
everybody
out
else.
wrestling,
but
but
it's-
straight up had hard on,
But, like,
that's
they
who won
pretty
every
much,
time.
But
Yeah.
like they're like concerned about it because they don't know if you're just
Yeah.
secure or if like you're gonna like it when I get.
No,
when I
like,
get
Now
those
to
you
you.
are stuck in the mind
Like
fuck.
swear to
Yeah,
God, like
like-
those are. I put this on everything. I just remember. So he won state. He was like a super great wrestler. Like, and then after that, he kind of like gave up on it because he can tell like his dad was pushing through him. So he's like his dad was like living through him. So we were like in like somewhere in College Station at this one school. The fucking restroom like didn't have like any fucking like stalls on it, like no doors. So you're just sitting like in open view, right? And this motherfucker was just like a stone cold killer because like he was just shitting and just like staring. And I made eye contact with him and I was just like, I gotta shit somewhere else. You know what I mean? I
He
can't
took
shit
the
at you.
stalls, dude.
He took the
Like,
stalls.
yeah.
But it's like that, dude. So it's like
I just lost that.
yeah,
bout of mental
but he
warfare.
was he was like one of the best wrestlers we had. Like he won fucking state, and this is like dudes like that.
Yeah,
you
if
just,
there's any
like,
young
don't
wrestlers
fucking
out there
know.
listening, take notes.
Yo, yeah,
Yeah,
the
just
like
the match is won in the
direct,
shitter.
Make direct eye contact while pooping.
just pull
While your pink tights are around your ankles.
Yeah, dude, just pull fucking Mike Tyson. Fuck me till you love you.
Yeah, there you go, dude. There you
Then
go.
throw the F word out and just be like, fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Just pull that mic. I think
So-
about that all the time
So
too.
speaking of professional wrestling, I talk to my son like Macho Man Randy Savage
Yeah.
all the time. Clearly has
Oh,
no
no.
idea who Macho Man Randy Savage is, but he loves it. Loves every second of it.
Yeah,
He laughs
Dude.
every time.
the
I taught him the elbow drop last
Yeah.
night. like
I hope some of his first words are like that. I hope he's
Dude.
talking like that, like right out the gate.
Dude.
Hey, Dad.
oh yeah,
Titty milk.
Yeah, dude, I love wrestling. That was my snippet.
What
Yeah,
was
that's cool. I didn't know
what
that
was
about
the
you.
golden era of wrestling to you?
Attitude Era.
Duh.
Yeah, of course.
Duh.
That's when everything was just crazy.
I don't even know what y'all talking
That's
about.
when
What is this?
everything.
When DX was just driving tanks into
Yeah,
shit, like
when-
Stone Cold was
I don't
driving
even know
beer
who
trucks,
DX is.
Yeah.
beer trucks, and
D-Generation
Zambonis
X.
and shit.
Golden Age, bro.
What-
Golden Age is Andre the Giant.
Oh, that's
That's that.
Warrior, you got
that's more traditional.
That's like yeah. That's,
That's
no.
like
that
earlier.
wasn't even risky.
That's how you
though.
can
That
tell who
was-
the geezers
like
in the
the
room really are.
attitude they were doing shit. It was like Attitude was like the man show combined with like wrestling. So it's like the
And it
shit that would get you.
started with like the whole NWO stuff.
Yeah.
like that's what kind of like shifted it. Like
Is that when everybody was like fucking throwing X's over their dicks?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
DX, dude.
that's DX.
I know what you're talking about.
That's when
we
it's
were all
like,
running around doing that. I didn't know why.
Yeah, what-
that's
why.
when it was like the women wrestlers were like literally like porn stars, and then you're just like as a kid like, oh, I can't believe I'm watching this right now. You know what I mean?
yeah, all of it
Like-
felt like it felt very much like, man, what exactly are they going to show me on live TV right now?
Yeah.
like you didn't know.
Like
And back then too, there wasn't social media and shit. So like some of it, you were still a little bit on the fence. Like
is it real?
So
or
how does the
not?
pay-per-view shit go down for this stuff now? Is it like every fucking week or what?
Nah, it's like every like 3 months.
Okay,
And like
okay.
they're making like hand over hand. Like it's just like Triple H owns it now. Well, it's like anti-wrestling nerd shit. They sold to like a big company, so it's like them and like the UFC.
UFC,
Because like
yeah.
the Saudis are buying everything out. Like the Saudi Americans, like they're trying to be like, I said Saudi Americans, Saudi Arabians. They're trying to be like the new like big things in sports, right? Because they have all the money, so they can pay fucking contracts of like
Ridiculous
millions.
amounts.
Yeah,
because
like,
don't they own like the PFL and stuff too? That they're like they're doling out insane contracts.
yeah.
like, fucking
Right, they're tearing golf apart. That's what you're talking about.
Oh, they already have their own golf league, like Live Golf and things like that.
No, PFL is like the
The
professional
Professional
fighting
Fighting League, but
They have it's
Yeah, I don't know
weird
anything
though
about any of
because
this shit.
it's weird though because you'll watch like a PFL event and there'll be like a traditional boxing match, then there'll be like a Muay Thai kickboxing.
well, that's
match.
one. That's a
Or
one
that's one,
championship.
isn't it?
Yeah, one is
One.
like super big because
Yeah.
one is in fucking Singapore,
Yeah,
and then PFL is like it's weird because PFL is like ESPN, but then also like UFC is ESPN. It's like all a fucking monopoly at the end of the day.
it's all basically one company at this point.
Yeah, BKFC.
BKFC's brutal.
Yeah, that's bare knuckle fighting championship.
I've heard about it.
Now,
Yeah.
now the only thing about bare knuckle is like most of them break their hand in the
Yeah.
first minute and a half of the fight. So they're not taking like crazy amounts of. I mean, it looks pretty rough though.
How
It
do y'all
does
feel-
look pretty rough, but they're not taking like the head trauma like you are
Yeah.
in boxing.
How do you feel about Slap Fighting League? Did I watch
I
that
think
shit?
it's the dumbest shit.
I used to watch it. I
Really?
don't watch it anymore.
It-
I
Like,
can't. I
used to
can't watch
when
it. I
was hard to find
cringe. It's hard
clips.
for me to watch.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen. I don't.
I mean, it's tons of permanent brain damage we're getting to witness,
Dude.
which I personally endorse. I think that shit's hilarious. Like, if you're dumb enough to get up there and do that shit,
like that one dude that like had like
the hematoma on his face.
dude, his
Yeah.
whole fucking head was like this, and he won like $500 or some shit.
Yeah, they're
That's
not,
even better, dude.
they're not making a lot of money.
Dude,
No, because nobody's paying tickets for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
They're putting it all out for free on the internet.
dude,
Nobody's
there's
buying
some
it.
crazy shit that's on like the deep the B sides and rarity ESPN
Mm-hmm.
channels. Like they have a professional axe throwing league.
Oh no, don't hate on that, bro. Them motherfuckers. You don't remember the lumberjack games?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay,
It's
okay.
not like that.
Okay, I was
No,
about to say
no,
the
no.
lumberjack
No,
games.
the
They need to bring
lumberjack
those back.
with the fucking monster truck engine chainsaw. that shit was.
Oh,
That
dude.
shit
Yeah,
was
that was
fucking
fun.
sick.
Why
Climb-
they
Watching
would
the dudes
climb on
climb
the
up those
shit?
poles real
Oh,
quick? Yeah,
dog,
that was
that-
fun.
That shit was sick. This
Okay.
is like if you were
Like
to,
the things at a bar.
like the thing
Oh,
at
the
the
axe
bar,
throwing? Yeah.
But like, it's fucking weird. I like.
It's just funner darts, right?
Yeah, it's like
could get into
it's
it.
Like
I like
cooler,
playing darts.
It's like cooler feeling darts. Have you ever done the axe throwing thing?
No.
I've never done it.
I've never done it.
It like
First pod trip?
yeah, dude. Like I've done it a couple of times. It's okay, but it's like anything else, dude. You can only throw so many before you're
Wait.
like,
But have you just gone with the bros?
No.
I bet it's gonna be a blast.
The first time was with some friends, and then the second time was like a work thing. So it was like,
a corporate team bonding.
yeah,
Tim
and it
Tim
was
and
like
Billy.
I was just thinking about how bad of an idea this is for a team building. Like
Someone throws an axe and
we have-
everybody's like, "Let's clap for Jennifer."
we have fucking axes in our hands. Like none of us are super stable. Like why
Yeah.
would you bring us here?
That makes no sense. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like those, it's super funny because like when you live overseas, like you realize like those like super like odd sports,
Like the obscure sports.
yeah, they're super big there,
Yeah.
and it's like they make all the money doing like the obscure sports, and like we're over here like shitting on them, like darts. Like every bar I went to in Japan, like they would just play darts or they had darts on the TV. Like that's like the big thing
Is
over
that
there.
Entire country just heavy autism?
Like Japanese,
Because everything they do, they're fucking real good at, right?
yeah. Well,
Like
they
everything's
have to-
like fucking.
it's perfection.
Yeah, they
They
got
have
it
to-
down.
But it's like a cultural thing.
Is that what it
though.
is?
Like,
Were samurai
like,
the first autistics?
I mean, autistic in a good way. They're not like
yeah. It's
they're
like
not
it's
bad
like a
autistics.
dedication thing. Once they like choose something, like
They're just
I
gonna
think it's a
perfect
cultural
it.
thing. Like your family's like, look, dude, you can do what you want, but once you choose something to do, you fucking better be good at it. And so they just do it
Go
until
for
they're
it.
fucking good at it.
It's
Right.
like fucking like Filipinos with pool. Like
Yeah.
Man.
yeah,
I still watch those Efren Reyes videos. I'll still like randomly click on that shit,
Or,
dude.
or them. Are they Filipinos, the dudes that build all the crazy shit in the jungle?
I think
I think that's
didn't
like
they,
a few dudes in like California.
Didn't they debunk that? Like didn't they
I
say
don't
like
know.
those guys are like not for real?
I don't know, but if they are for real, can you imagine just like walking through a jungle in the Philippines, and all of a sudden there's like a weird mud house with a pool?
I seen a new one. There's
know, man.
there's one, and he's more like wilderness. Like there's like a Russian dude that does one, and like he
There's a
built,
bunch
like,
of them, dude. I watch a ton of those.
and
'cause
they
my
just
kids
build
are
them out of
into
nowhere.
it.
It's like
Yeah.
it looks like it's like Minecraft, but like in real life. Mm-hmm. They just
Yeah,
build
straight
these
up.
fucking
Maybe that's why my kids
tents
like
and
it so
shit,
much.
and like build these forts, live in it, and then like, all right, I'm just gonna walk off,
Mm-hmm.
which would fucking scare me because have you ever seen the movie Ritual?
Yes.
And remember when they just walking in the fucking
Yeah.
woods and they find that random fucking
Yeah.
shed? I'm like,
Yeah,
who
no.
the fuck lived here? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on? It's like,
Scary movie. I'm out.
oh, it's on Netflix. It's a scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the final, the final monster is not that scary. He's kind of weird.
it's-
But coming up, all the way up,
Final
into,
monster.
yeah.
I mean, it's scary, but it's
Already?
like, it's a horror movie.
Dang.
So it's like it's sort of predictable a little
Yeah.
bit. So like,
Hey, we're flying through this one.
dude, this is the best.
Bullshit.
This is
Hey,
the best one yet.
I do want to talk about that trampoline talk though.
Okay.
Trampoline.
The kids' jump houses. Yeah, we got to go to the Patreon.
I love jump
We already
houses.
fucking easily flew through
So
an hour.
I got to take a potty break.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break.
I got to take a
Yeah,
potty break.
if you want to stay, you can stay.
Yes, sir.
If you want to burn, you can burn. But yeah. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If you want to see that second hour, hit up that Patreon, man. It's not much. It's like you got to sacrifice going to Taco Bell once a month, dude.
Which would probably be good.
Yeah,
For your
a
gut
win-win
health.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get us to go throw axes one day.
Yeah.
We'll
It-
come on here and tell you how poorly that went.
But we have to earn enough through Patreon to pay for the axe
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I'll stay for the Patreon because I want to tell you about Wacky Sack, and I want to show you. I want to find him on Twitter.
Oh
It's a-
Jesus Christ!
It's a-
They don't want you to.
Yeah.
You know about Wacky Sack guy? You know the black dude that's in the trash bag.
All right,
we got to cut. We got
we're gonna
this
talk
shit
about a
off.
black dude in a trash bag
Oh my god!
later, guys.
Oh, that's so crazy. I can't.